and welcome to this afternoon's live safari. Can you believe it is officially our third birthday today? We have been going for 3 years. On the 28th of January, 3 years ago, we got our official company document. So we did start a little bit earlier, but according to the company's registrar of South Africa, Painteddog TV was officially formed today, 3 years ago. Very exciting. Who we got with us? Hello, Dorothy, Barbara, Cookie, Tammy, Carol, Mars, Rosalind, Betty, Mary, Judith, Maggie. Great to have you. I'm sure I've missed a few people. I'll say hello as we go along. We are very, very happy to be taking you all on this drive today on such an exciting day for us. And of course, like probably 7 or 8 years ago, it's the Killer Bees! It's Brent and Brian, the Killer Bees. Oh yeah. And we've made a slight upgrade over the last couple of days. We've finally got our radios. And Brian and I were just chatting as we got moving. I said afternoon stations, Brent getting mobile. And Brian was just saying, yo, he hasn't heard that for a few years. Thanks, Ange. Thank you, Judith. Yeah. So apparently there was some Ellie bulls in between Leopard Road and Marula Lane. So we're going to see if we can find them. Hopefully we're going to be treated to some swimming Ellies on this hot evening. It is quite warm today. What was that, Brian? Brian's just giving the lens a little clean. VM is still in Cape Town, enjoying some well-deserved rest. Having a great time with his family. We had a long chat today. And yesterday I was very excited. I finally got to go. I went and spent some time with the elephants on Leadwood. First time I've actually filmed them since they were released. So it was quite fun with my brother and my friend Tom. Judith, I'm feeling wonderful. Thanks, Zozo. Thanks so much, Tracy, as well. Tammy Zulu says, wow, nice to see Brian back in the bush. Oh, you've been in the bush a while now.
Yeah.
How long have you been with Painteddog now?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Brian's been with Painteddog. Somewhere around here with some elephants. We've had a huge amount of rain this last week. Not quite as much as Malawi though. That. And the Sheer River actually changed its course. That's how much rain they had in Malawi. Ah, very cool little bird. See him there hiding in the shadow, Brian. Get back a bit for you there. See him there? There we go. There we go. Hiding in the shade. Nice hawking spot there. Who can guess what bird that is? Oh no, Brian still hasn't found him. Okay, come out a bit, Bebop. Let me just see where you are. There we go. Yeah, I should be in there somewhere. I'm trying to look at my monitor here. Is he there? I can't see on the monitor either. Oh, he's flying. Well, there's a disappearing African black flycatcher. Not one we see too often. Oof. 2 years with Painteddog, Brian. Wow. In June will be 2 years. Yeah, it's hard to think. I mean, 3 years ago it was just Brent and VM, and then Charlie joined us. But while still working in Joburg, he still started helping us with the finances and paying the bills. things like that. And then who was next? Zander came for a bit, and Melissa, and Bavel. Then they left. Bavel came back. Dean came, and we're hoping Dean will come back one day as well. He just had to go to Joburg for personal reasons. And then obviously Kaya. Yuka's also been with us quite a while now. There's a bird you can definitely see if it doesn't fly away. Visiting us from afar. A redback shrike. Let's see if that maybe. I got a feeling he wasn't going to stick around. Part of the furniture, Brian. Mia, who is there, wants to know how Bucket is. Bucket was really, woodlands, out in the open. Finally, a bird that's not disappearing from us. Bucket's doing wonderfully well. Another visitor from afar, coming down from the Sahel. So the Sahel is the savanna area between the rainforest and the Sahara. Did you know that, Brian? No. Yes. So quite a few of our intra-African migrants who don't like the winter spend our summer with us, and as soon as we start getting cold, they go spend summer up above the equator in the Sahel. Woodlands being one of them. Well, thanks, Mia. We think you're cool as well. Indeed, Woodlands kingfisher doing some preening. How long is the safari? Well, we will see what happens. We'll play it by ear, but at least an hour. We might extend a little bit because it's our birthday. Ernie and everyone asking about Bucket. Bucket is doing fantastically well. Our pleasure, Joanne. So I actually saw her eating a zebra on Saturday or Sunday. Very prestigious cleaning woodlands. Oh, what do I spy beyond the woodlands, right? Oh, it's gone. Don't worry. Looks up there's some green wood hoopers. They've flown off. Oh, there we go. Giving us a little call and they disappear. Hi, Connie. Welcome aboard. Becky, our absolute pleasure. Hello, Janice. I've got to get used to this new clutch. It's quite feisty. So somewhere in this area is where the elephants were. Well, apparently there was one seen. There could be a few more though. Canadian, which bird has the longest summer commute? That would be the Arctic tern. It is the longest migration of any bird species in the world. 11,000 miles. What's that in kilometers? A lot. About 17, I think, somewhere around there. Now, of course, this free drive is brought to you by our wonderful Painteddog pack members who had their drive with Kaya this morning. It's actually amazing if you look at this. Oh, what have I done? I've touched something. Stop. Go away. Go away. So a couple of days ago there were some quelias around, and they've literally stripped almost every seed. There's a couple of seeds left on the grass. So let me find, there we go, that's what a panicum, before quelia. Oh, and we got an evil thing on here. Do we? Or was it just a, and then obviously the quelias have come through and stripped this one completely. There's a bug on this one. Or is it a tick? What is it, Brian? No, it's just a little stink bug. Not a tick. I'm going to try to put him there so you can zoom in. Quite a pretty little stink bug. We don't want to irritate him because otherwise he'll make smellies. How's that, Brian? He's not showing us his pretty side. He's giving us the underside there. It's quite pretty. Here we go. Lovely, Brian. Wind making it a bit tough for you there. Oh, he's gone. Looks quite nice in the shade for a bit. It is steamy this afternoon. Oop. Very sensitive new clutch. We are indeed on the Badger. We managed to find a clutch in the bustling metropolis of Ekonhoek. Okay, where is this Ellie hiding now? Of course, we can always go trickety tricks. Oops, I'm falling out of the car. Try to get a bit of height to see where we're going. And I've got the Badger's idle set so wonderfully that I can actually sort of take my foot off the accelerator and have a proper look around, and she just chugs along at the perfect speed. So sometimes these Ellies like to go into this Tamboti thicket down here, especially on a hot day like this, because there's nice shade in there, but the grass in that's so high that I can't actually even see into it while I'm sitting down anymore. You see an elephant, Brian? I don't see an elephant. Oh dear. Okay, maybe he's gone towards Leopard Dam. There we go. Getting the hang of the clutch there. You know, not dropping it so Brian nearly falls off the car. Okay, Mia, I'm sitting down. Naughty Brent, standing on the car and driving. Tisk, tisk. I'm trying to think, where should we head this afternoon? I think it is so hot, it is worth our while checking the dams for swimming Ellies. Maybe when it's a bit cooler, I'll pop past the hyena den. Morris is busy tracking a female leopard and cub down in the south. Thank you, Sassy. Jason, it is quite warm tonight. It's probably about 33, 34 degrees Celsius. And those of you who come on a lot of the safaris will know that my big mission is to find you baby button quails this year. They are the cutest little things. They're not this big. They're like little, almost like a little chocolate-sized bird. Tiny, tiny little things. So we've seen quite a few of the adults, but we haven't managed to get the babies on camera yet. So it's actually quite humid today as well. I think that's more than the heat, it's the humidity today. That's why I've got my extra big water with me today. What a wonderful day to go on a game drive. I think we should take the Sneaky Badger Road as well. What do you think, Brian? Yeah, I think we should take the Sneaky Badger Road. If there's nothing at the dam. That big male leopard's been hanging about here as well, the pale male, around Leopard Dam. But he is not the nicest leopard. He doesn't like to be seen by cars. He likes to skulk away. Don't worry, chinchilla. My name's not Tristan. I won't fall out of the car. No Ellies. No goslings. You see goslings, Brian? Cookie, I'm checking on the goslings for you. I don't see them at the moment, though. Oh, there they are. Oh dear, one. Are they down to one? Thanks, Sassy. Oh dear. Sorry, Cookie. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 are there. There you go, Cookie. All 4 are still surviving. Lovely. I'd also love to see a leopard. Becky, I would love to see a leopard today. Or wild dogs even. They actually haven't been around for a while, so they might be coming back. And if they do, they often do come into this area where we're going now. And they call it red earth. Lions also like red earth when they are around. I actually haven't had an update on the pride for a while. I know they went to the north, but we shall see. Do we have any tracks of the kitty cat? Nope. But the Ellies have been here today, you can see. Oh, sorry, Brian. I'm still getting used to this clutch. Anyhow, I will definitely try to find you a male kudu. It's still quite hot, so a lot of the animals are not going to be moving around too much just yet, but I'm sure they will a little bit later. And there's always wonderful things to see. Birds, bugs, grass, flowers, and the killer bees. So we've had so many sightings here that my Sneaky Badger Road is actually becoming, look at Kukul out in the open. Lovely, 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 lovely. Virtual's Kukul. They are ferocious birds. If you're an insect or a lizard or a small mouse, they actually have tunnels through the long grass and they fold themselves up and they actually run through the grass hunting things. Nanny Izawini might be around, definitely. Hi Julie, welcome. There we go, doing a little bit of preening. We had a preening kingfisher, now we've got a preening kukel. And it's quite nice that he's sitting out in the open like that. Normally they gap it for the thickets quite quickly. A wonderful thing, as you all know, about a live drive is you just don't know what's around the next corner. Regula, our boys just reminded me of the first time we watched you on YouTube in 2019. You were wearing flip-flops, and the boys asked me if that was okay. Well, yes, yeah, I'm naughty. I'm allergic to closed shoes. I really don't like them. Thank you, Chinchilla. Hello, James. Okay, well, we'll leave the kukel to his kukling. Of course, also called a rain bird. I will master this clutch before the end of drive. Okay. As I say, I do enjoy this area quite a lot, and so do the predators. So what we've got on this side here is what we call a little sodic area, and it's very important you actually don't drive on these bare patches of ground. You can cause quite a bit of damage and erosion, and it's high in mineral salts and things. But one of the cooler things is, and I'll try to find some for you now, Brian, we might have to take a little stroll. Look, you can actually see the salt coming out here. Let's jump off the car and have a look. Okay. So you can actually see where the minerals sort of leach to the surface. And if you taste it, it's quite salty. Very salty. So it's quite interesting. You notice that a lot of grass doesn't grow on these sodic sites. However, let's try to see if I can find one here, Brian. There are these awesome little succulents that do. See here. And they, like the soil that they grow on, are quite salty if you bite into them. Yum, 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 yum. Now what also happens, it's quite important for, oh look, Brian, we're being spied upon by a wild beast called a zebra. Yes, at least it's not a buffalo. Wild beastie. It's also a good place by driving up the drainage line to look for tracks. Oh, thank you, Judith. So these sodic areas have quite a high diversity of plants and whatnot, and it's quite important that you don't drive on them, because you can cause, even just the weight of a car, even a small car like the Badger, will actually indentate, and then the water will flow down there and cause erosion. Now, not all erosion is bad. Quite a lot of this erosion we're looking at here is natural erosion. And the one thing that is very obvious on sodic sites is that grass doesn't grow. So you can have some different herbs and flowers and these little succulents, but grass doesn't grow at all on there. Now, you can see I'm happy to drive next to it on the grass, but not over it. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? Here are those zebras. You can barely see them. The grass is so high. Let's see if we can find them. Hello, zebras. And an imparara. that one with the white bum? We've been seeing a zebra. Yes, it's one with the half tail, and we've been seeing a zebra. No, it's not that one. Who's got almost no stripes at all on his bum. This is three boys. Thanks, James. Thank you so much, guys. Mayor says yak licking dirt. Well, it's good, tasty dirt. So, Julie, they'll come eat some of the plants that grow on the sodic areas, and that's where they'll get the salt from. And again, it all just depends on the area. In more nutrient deficient areas, they'll spend a lot more time. Yeah, this is the one with the very white legs, hey? See, he's almost got no stripes on his legs, the middle one. So, now, of course, he's hiding his legs in the grass. And Brian's being bitten by the biting flies. That's what he's saying because his camera work's a bit shaky. I don't know if it's a biting fly or not enough time in the gym, Brian. Okay. Bye, zebras. Oh, thank you, Di. Thank you, Mary. Such a wonderfully beautiful afternoon. Now let's see, do we have any kitty tracks in the sand? Yeah, kitty, 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 kitty. Ah, fresh elephant going that way. So I think we shall go that way as well. From earlier today. Whoopsie. I'm really got to get used to this clutch. Oh, this Ellie's had a party here. A heffalump party. Is that Tammy Lise? Hello, Brazil! Nice to have some Brazilians on drive with us today. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you very much. Indeed, it is wonderful that you are able to join us on our 3rd birthday extravaganza drive. Baboons, not a record. The last time I drove down here, I drove straight into a male lion. He was sleeping around the corner here. What shall be around the corner today? Absolutely nothing. Elephant is very inconveniently put to this tree here, which means I now have to do quite a bit of maneuvering. Before I just used to drive straight out. How far are we till we collapse off the back there? We got time. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Julie. Yeah, feeling much better. I don't know what happened. I thought I had COVID last weekend, but it was not. What was that? Did you see that? Something jumped out of the grass here. went into that hole. I think it was a squirrel. It's a squirrel. He's gone right up. Yeah, he's running away. Not. Oh, there he is. Wee boom. Bye, squirrel. Thank you, Peanuts. African Sky, there weren't rocks. It's actually just clay. It's an erosion of the red clay at red earth. So that's natural erosion. Now, erosion generally happens, particularly with rivers or streams, like that we were just driving past there. And rivers naturally follow the division between two different soil types. So if we look over here, the soil is quite white and it's granite based. It's a sandy, coarse soil. And then on the other side is a clay soil. So the rivers actually cut. And it's the path of least resistance where you've got two different soils joining. So that's why you find rivers and all sorts of stuff. And on a lot of rivers, you've always got a good bank and a bad bank in terms of grazing and soil types. Sometimes you're very lucky and there's two good banks, but mostly there's a good bank and a bad bank. And that can change as the river meanders. Thank you, Serval. Regular, I never mind meeting lions as well. We actually haven't seen that many snakes this year compared to last year. Really? Just in the garden. No spitters there. And I don't think so. We haven't actually, we've only taken what? One snake out of the house this year. It was a little spitting cobra as well. It wasn't even a big one. Last year we had two big spitting cobras. Yo, that one drenched me in venom. I literally had venom everywhere. The black mamba hasn't been back to the workshop. And we haven't had a python in the bathroom this year. No, not yet. Last year we had a 2.5 meter python in the bathroom. Well, in 1 week we caught 3 different pythons in the house. That was January last year. We had like 3 different pythons in the house. So you'll see here, as we cross the little lever, or the drainage line we've been driving up, you'll notice when we drive on the other side that the soil's going to be red. So the white soil slowly changes as we drive through here. Not the best indeed, Julie, to have snakes around with the puppies. Oh, oh, oh. Very inconvenient rock. Piece of concrete. Yeah. You can see the little exuvialis flowering. Always so pretty when you look at these things a little bit more closely. So you can check, these are just inundated with pollen. And if I touch it, you can see the pollen sticking to my fingers. But as soon as the insects have actually been to one and it's been germinated, they turn brown like that. So the insects mustn't go to that one. They've done their job. So it's amazing that they change color so quickly. And within a couple of hours, they'll go from this brilliant yellow to brown. Thank you, the nanny. No more using brooms with snakes. No, the brooms and snakes are over, and no more using barbecue tongs either. So we went and got proper snake sticks. Now on the floor next to us here, Brian, is one of the most evil creatures in the African bush. Do you remember what these ones are called? They are indeed the pugnacious ants. Now, they are evil because as soon as you walk near them, they en masse attack you. But they are very important because in this part of the world, look at them all over the tire. They're trying to get to you, Brian. In this part of the world, 98% of a pangolin's diet is made up of this single species of ant. Amazing that, isn't it? Andrea, we do still have bush babies on the roof. They are a pain. They make lots of noise, bounding through the ceiling. You must hear them at your room as well, Brian. Yeah, we got quite a few bush babies in the roof. They had like 4 babies this year. And you see them come out in the evenings. Yes, we have bush babies in the roof, occasionally squirrels as well. Oh, hello. I love these birds. These southern white-crowned shrikes. Don't fly away, don't fly away. Oh, they're having a little battle with the drongo, it looks like. Look at that. Oh, and a female starling, plum-coloured starling. What's its new name? Amethyst starling. Oof. So there's obviously some insects that are hatching, and the birds, as an insect comes out, they hawk. April, it depends on the flowers. The different trees will flower at different times depending on rainfall and temperature and whatnot. Can you see what they're hawking, Brian? Must be some tiny insect. Judith, we do have pangolin here. Obviously, we don't see them very often, being nocturnal, and also with the grass this height. Exactly, Alama, and the bush babies are saying, yes, and we still have humans in the basement. April, I'm not sure what's the smallest ant species in South Africa. I would guess it's one of the smallest. It would be a thing called an African thief ant. Now, they're actually pretty cool. I'll find you a picture of an African thief ant. Okay, so the African thief ant looks quite a lot like a red driver ant, but it's black. Now, let me just see, I need to find a better picture. So, let's have a look at this one here, Brian. Let me get into the shade. Otherwise, Brian's going to have a torrid time trying to show you the screen. Oh, dear Brent. So, while we get into a spot where I can show you a good picture of the African thief ant, that is exactly the picture I was looking for. It is very, very cool. So, they are also predators of termites. So like Matabele ants, however, Matabele ants march off in their massive armies and just attack and massacre and chop the termites' heads off and then bring their carcasses home for dinner. The African thief ant is a lot more subtle, as its name suggests. They sneak in and steal the baby termites to eat. So the queens and the drones are quite big. And what happens is when they hatch, and when they get ready to move away. So just tell me where I must go, up, down, or is that good? That's fine. So what you're seeing there is these big, massive black ants, and they're huge. And that's why I'm saying they are one of the smaller species. So when they take off and leave, they leave with tiny workers on their bodies. You see them there? Those are adult worker ants. And they'll fly off till they find a termite mound, and they'll land and they'll dig in to the side of the termite mound, and then they'll set up shop there and they'll open secret passages into the termites' home. And they're so small, these African thief ants, worker ants, that they are able to sneak past the soldier termites while carrying away baby termites to eat. How cool is that? Aha. Angie, which ant has the worst bite? Oh. Out of the ones I've been bitten by, safari ants. Safari ants, definitely. You get them in Kenya and in East Africa, called siafu, and then you also get different types of them in the rainforest in Gabon and Congo, and there they're called manya. And they are evil, 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 evil. They hurt like hell. KDG, who is MC today, in FC today? It is young Matthew, I think, yes. So I've actually seen the African thief ants a few times. They're not that common. You don't see them often. Because obviously once they've set up new colonies, I mean, they live completely subterranean lives, stealing from the termites. They never come out into the daylight again. And you can see that when you look at those tiny ones, how pale they were. So obviously the big ones, the darker ones, that's for when they've got to leave the nest, so to speak, and go find and set up new nests. Oh wow, Mars, that does not sound pleasant. Fire ants also sound about as horrible as safari ants. Oh, don't you dare, don't you dare. Oh, he's doing a nice little display for us. Let's test the birders. Look at that, look how he's spreading out his tail like that. Okay, it was a quick glimpse. Let's see if any of the birders can get that one. It's quite a common one. We see them quite often on Live Drive. They make a lot of noise. I will give you a hint to the call. It says, kiss, kiss, run away. Kiss, kiss, run away. Oh, I thought it was a leopard for a second in the tree. It caught me properly there, Brian. You see that funny branch sticking out there? I thought for sure there was a kitty sitting in the tree. Oh dear. I got very excited for a second. It was not stronger. Why, well done, Zygote. It was indeed a rattling testicular. very pleasant temperature now. It's a little bit cooler than it was. Indeed they do, April. Indeed, animal-shaped branches, elephant-shaped trees. I'm surprised we haven't found the ellies yet. There's tracks all around here. So I'm just sort of slowly zigzagging through this area south of Leopard Dam. You know what we haven't done for a long time, Brian? The nearly impossible tree quiz. What do you think? You guys up for a nearly impossible tree quiz? But it can't be too easy, that's the problem, Brian. It's got to be nearly impossible, because otherwise it wouldn't be called the nearly impossible tree quiz. Now we need to find a nearly impossible tree amongst these so impossible trees around us. Too easy, too easy, too easy, too easy, too easy, too easy, too easy. Okay, maybe we should start with a not so nearly impossible tree quiz to start off while we look for the impossible tree. Okay, easy one. Ta-da-ta-da! Very easy one. Compound leaves, very distinct bark, favored by elephants. Okay, that's enough squizzing out there. Oh, should I be naughty, Brian? Should I give a hint? I'll give you its scientific name, but I'll say it really quickly. Scorocarabia. That's your hint. Scorocarabia. Oh, well, it's way too easy. Marula, marula. Yes, indeed, it is a marula.
Nice warm up.
A nice warm up, yeah. Scorocarabia. Is its scientific name? What are we going? We've seen very few animals. We've seen some zebra, and an impala. I think we should go south, Brian. The north is looking a bit quiet. I think let's go have a look around in Glovo Dam. Maybe the elephant dam will have some elephants. The radio has been very quiet. I was hoping, since it's our first. Sorry about that, I muted myself. I know where we might find an nearly impossible tree on the way to the south. Along the rocky ridges, Brian. Oh, hello, Swanson's. Swanson's spurfowl? No, don't run away. Doesn't want to be seen. Let us hunt the Swansons. He really doesn't want to be on camera, the Swansons. Normally they're one of our more obliging bird species. He's gone. Running down the road. Okay. Shame. Okay. Bye-bye, Swansons. Where are we? We are on the magnificent Pridelands Conservancy in the Baluli Game Reserve in the south, middle, western Greater Kruger National Park. And Pridelands. In a long time. We do not employ a drone pilot to scout ahead. We do it the old-fashioned way with our eyes. We do fly the drone, but Matthew crashed it. Naughty Matthew. Maybe waiting for a new leg, yeah? We ordered it. So the drone is grounded at the moment. There you rattling testicula. That Franklin is still running in the road, Brian. Still there. It's getting its exercise, that's for sure. Must have run about 500 meters so far. Are you getting tired yet, Franklin? Not the sharpest tools in the shed. Took a right, exit right. Yeah, and around the corner. April, we do, I do guiding, very, very seldom these days. But we do Painteddog conservation safaris, but you can email travel@painteddog.tv to find out a little bit more. I do guide, but not very often. I live guide. Yes, but I will be guiding, I think, 4 safaris this year, or 3 safaris this year. The first one is in June. For 4 nights at the magnificent Saviti in Thornybush Private Game Reserve. And we're going to be also spending some time with Grant Beverly from the Endangered Wildlife Trust, tracking some wild dogs and whatnot. Yeah. And then for bigger expeditions, I do guide from time to time for places like Congo, Gabon, Chad, Zambia, but not too often. I'm feeling like we're going to find some animals down south because the north has been bloody quiet, but very beautiful. I'm not sure if the hyenas have completely moved dens yet. Because I mean, I did see, thanks so much. I did see on the camera today there was at least 1 sub-adult at the den. Jenny, yes, of course, a big thank you for all our wonderful pack members who make this free safari possible. Oh, We've got a little hornbill party in the road. What are they eating? Yellow-billed and red-billed hornbills together. Oh, and off we go. Oh. Can't see what they were eating. So I'm going to go check the new den site as well. It is cool the way they hop, Lara. Bum, 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 bum. So green. Do you watch Death at a Funeral, Brian? Very funny. I can't say what was said in the movie, but very, yeah. It's so green. I'll just leave it at that. Judith, we're not 100% sure. There's definitely still turmoil within the clan. Although I'm not convinced that the hyena cub that was killed up in the north was by its own clan. I think that could have been outsiders. Yes, those hornbills can get naughty at the picnic sites. Hello, Brandy, welcome. Oh. So, as I say, I'm not completely convinced that they're going to move to this new den permanently. So that's why we haven't moved the camera yet. Julie, I don't know. So we know we've seen our pack, our clan members all the way to the east, as far east as you can go on Kwenga. And I've watched them cross north. But I would say to the north is probably the closest next clan. How far? I cannot say. So we get very little information from up there. James, I think she's done denning, to be honest. I think she managed to keep a cub hidden from us for, I mean, I saw that cub the other day. I would say that cub's 6 months old already, Pixie Pan. So she managed to hide a cub. I mean, she's been spending a lot of time down south where signal's bad during the summer months. So we don't actually go there on live drive too often. It's just the signal's really not great at this time of the year. In winter, we can actually drive down there. Okay, this is the oh no. Big James, I'm just on a live drive. I'll give you a call back afterwards. And for those of you who remember Big James from Kenya. James? Big James, my friend. Anyway, I'll call him back after drive. I've got a friend who's wanting to do some work up in Kenya, so she needs a cameraman. So I told her she must get hold of Big James. Can't you see the hyena den, Brian? It is so thick. So I say, I mean, oh, there is a hyena here. There's some cubs here. Hi guys. This is a really not a very nice den to visit though from a human point of view. Watch out, Brian. You good? It's a very hard den to film at as well. And that's about as good as I'm going to get there, Brian, without blocking completely. I'm trying to think, can I move anywhere to make it better, Brian, or
maybe backwards?
Backwards a bit. Okay. Let's maybe go back or forward or back a little bit. Okay. Cool. Oh, I got a stick in my head. Yeah, as I said, this is not our favorite den for filming, as you can see why. Okay, I'm going to try something for you. Okay. There's 2 hyenas at the new den off in Lovo North. I actually mainly want to come see if there's any really young ones. So those new little ones that we thought we had a glimpse of.
Mulberry Dam was just scratching around. We haven't seen anything yet.
Lazy hyenas. Brian, I think I've got a spot I might be able to get in for you that might be a bit better. If I push my nose through here maybe. I'm just really worried there's a lot of holes. Oh, sorry guys. Is that better, Brian? And they pop their heads up again. Our pleasure, Andrea. Thank you so much. Not much better, is it? Maybe we're being sniffed. So there's 2 holes. There's another hole on the other side, but you can't actually get close to it at all. Oh wow, Mia, the hyenas are lovely. They're cute, especially at this age. Absolutely adorable. What? Are you coming to say hi? Are you sniffing us? Brian, I think what I'm going to try to do is go out and try approach the den from the north. I think that's actually going to be the best. Oh damn. James.
Hey, hello, Ben.
Hello, my friend. I'll give you a call just now. I'm just on a live drive. Okay. All right. Thanks, buddy. Bye. Rosin, this is the new den. It's not that far from the old den, but it is in a far more difficult place for us. No, they are not worried about us at all, Canadian. Let's just see if we can find a better spot, because I mean, if they are coming here, we obviously are going to be spending quite a bit of time here. Holding on, Brian, there's going to be a bit of a jump. See, the one thing about here is also just the aardvarks were very prolific in their hole digging around here. Oh, sorry. Let's go. Let's try to go forward. Oh, that sounded like a big one. That is a big one. Oh, that's a big one. Holding on, Brian. Hold on. Wepa! There we go. Aha, see, Brian. I think I was right. Better, much better spot coming from the north. Indeed, Julie. But as I said, we're not quite convinced they're going to stay here yet. With this long grass and whatnot. Okay. So Betty, they don't dig their own holes, they overtake holes that are almost always dug originally by aardvarks. And sometimes they'll share holes with porcupines and warthogs. I think maybe there's an adult coming back. Well, we'll sit here for a bit. I'm guessing that is Robin's cub, the younger one. The one who's... You know, there's something going on. Can you hear that alarm calls from a Franklin which is unlikely to be from a hyena. But they don't look too perturbed. You see anything outside, Brian? Or the sleepy hyenas.
Hello, Ellie.
Stations change from eco training, stopping for sundowners east side of Boston.
Yeah, something's going on there with those Franklins. Let's go have a look. Maybe there's a record around the corner. But anyway, I think we should definitely come to this side of the den in future though. Now there's also go away birds alarm calling. Those Franklin sounded like they were around here somewhere. All silent now. Oh, thank you, Eleanor. And no, we're not sure where the lions are at the moment. Somewhere to the north of us currently, anyway. You never know when they might turn up again. Leaving the Ndlovu North Hyena Den active. 2 cubs at the entrance on the eastern side of the den.
Brent Phantom.
Standing by.
Welcome to the radio wave.
Thank you, yes. It's about time we got a radio.
Yeah, Brent, there was Impala alarm calling on the northern side of Ndlovu Dam about half an hour ago, but we couldn't see what they're on about.
Hey, copy. I'm in the area. I might have a travel down towards Ndlovu Dam now.
Brent, have you picked up any buffaloes or being near the bellies?
Negative. I followed the tracks, the elephants. They went south from Red Earth from sometime this morning, but I haven't found any of them. I haven't checked sort of Buff Pan area or whatnot yet.
Okay, copy. We're going south of Ndlovu Dam now, checking Old Boma area. I'm not sure if you were aware, Morris reviewed and tracked the leopard cub going from the railway siding towards Ndlovu south this morning.
Okay, copy. I'm gonna scratch around that area then.
Copy.
Okay, well, let's go up towards Buff Pan. I don't know where the elephants are today. Sounds like there's nothing at Ndlovu Dam currently. But Morris found the leopard cub this morning, actually quite close to the other hyena den. Painted wolf, it does happen, particularly during matriarchal takeovers, which is happening at what we think is happening at the moment. So it can happen, and when a matriarchal takeover happens, they try to wipe out even the descendants and the next generation to make sure that in a couple of years' time, they don't come back to literally bite them in the bum. I can't believe we haven't seen an elephant, Brian. Oh, mighty, 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 mighty! Some golden light impalas. Such beautiful antelope. Oh, and wonderful, there's two gnu's. Who knew there was a gnu? Oh, this is a beautiful call. That's that cuckoo we were looking at earlier. Do, 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 do. The rainbird. Oh, what happened there? Little guy? So we might get lucky and they might start playing. I do love it when impala have a good frolic. Mia, is asking if there are reindeer. No, no reindeer in Africa. Let's get a little bit closer to the impalas. Oh, there we go. I think they're going to do it, Brian. It looks like the babies are starting to do that little high leg jink. I do love it when they do play. Come on guys, get going. Have a frolic. Of course now they don't want to frolic. So impala, as I say, one of the most underrated. I saw someone said that as well. But they are absolutely incredible. They are so well designed that they have been unchanged for 1.7 million years. So from an evolutionary point of view, they're older than us. They're older than elephants. They're older than lions. They're just perfect. Look at these little ones. Head-butting each other. You guys don't even have horns to fight with yet. Just playing. Sweetness. Alright, well let's have a trundle towards Buff Pan, and who knows, maybe we'll get lucky with that little leopard, that leopard cub. So Morris found it in this area this morning. I like that, Mars. Impala have achieved balance in life. Bye, Impararas. Do you know, I'm not sure where you guys saw the zebra this morning. Do you know, Brian? Where it was? Was it close to home or was it down here somewhere? Or? Oh, were you in FC this morning? Okay. Okay. You're forgiven. You're forgiven this time. But I'm not sure where the big pregnant zebra was. Impala Plain, so close to home. Okay. This is where the old hyena den is. Hazel, that is actually a boy and a girl, but sometimes you can have two boys together, especially when they were young and they haven't been able to establish their own territory yet. Okay, so Joanne, where we were with those impala now, that was zebra plains. And I think, well, near where we saw the zebra earlier I know it was Red Earth, but Impala Plains is the big open area near our house. And then Zebra Plains is this open area down here in the south. It is stunning, my favorite time of the day. So now we're in the area where Morris left that leopard, somewhere in this area. Magic hour. I was actually also hoping the Ellies might be up here, because I mean, their tracks all came this way. Thank you, Lady Vampire. Tanya, great to have the killer bees back in action. Yes, Kaya needs to learn how to start cars, apparently. Just turn the key, Kaya. What do you think, Brian? You think we're going to get lucky at Buff Pan? Well, even if we don't see a leopard, we might see a rare bird. Bless her, moorhen's been hanging about there. You're holding on, Brian. There's a bump coming. Whee! After the rain. It's done a bit of rearranging of the road here. See here, from the rain last night, splishity splashity, muddy. Buff Pan, what do you have in store for us? No, Connie, he will definitely not be doing safaris on a motorbike, because the lions will eat him and the elephants will chase him. They really don't like motorbikes, elephants. I've been chased for like over a kilometer by elephants on a motorbike. Not fun. Buff Pan, you are not delivering today. Still a pretty spot. No lesser moorhens.
Sean for Amazon.
Sean, I'm standing by.
Sean, any updates on buffalo herds or elephant breeding herds?
Yes, Christina. Genommen genommen the gnu. Illinois, this is quite a bit smaller than Wendy or Rusty, and it is a Suzuki.
And the guys saw a herd of buffalo this morning between Levitt Crossing and Tumor Dam. I can see a lot of tracks in the area, and I think they might have either headed to
Hello, nice to see you too, Michaela.
Cattle the Dam.
Oh, spittlebug, bro.
Okay, copy. Any sign of Esselweni around?
Negative, nothing. It's very quiet beside the cross.
Where'd he go?
Copy, thanks.
Escaped.
No problem, I'll let you know if anything changes.
Okay, I think let's do. I don't know whether they would chase a three-wheeled motorcycle. I've never tried. What are we gonna do? 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 Okay, let's do Ndlovu North. It is indeed nice and quiet. It's one of the main reasons we always use a petrol engine, not a diesel engine. It's one of my dad's rules I grew up with. If you want to have a proper safari vehicle, petrol engine is much quieter. It enables you to hear alarm calls and all sorts of other stuff. And particularly if you're filming, you don't get a free soundtrack to your videos. The diesel soundtrack is not the nicest. Whee! Through the mud. I can smell elephants, but I cannot see them. Oh, gloriosa superba. Got him there, Brian. Here we go. Gloriosa superba. Beautiful flower. Zygote, we're planning to eventually go electric. We really are. It's just incredibly expensive at the moment. Oh, there's a bug as well. Looked like an assassin bug. Thanks, Judith. Bye. Beautiful flower. Let's go try and find some, oopsie, big game. Oh. This catch is taking so late. Let's try to sniff out the elephants. There's some large cumulus clouds in the distance, anviling beautifully. I'm going to take one last gander at trying to find a spotted cat. Canadian, that is a load of nonsense. We've test driven electric vehicles with elephants and everything in the Timbavati, and there's still enough noise. I mean, you've got to remember those animals' senses are so highly attuned. There's still going to be the noise of the tires on the ground and whatnot. So, I mean, we had great sightings, and if we could, I mean, the electric vehicle would just be first prize. Regula, yes, there's a couple of tricks like that. So in Kenya, what the guides do now is, so everyone obviously knows that Simba is a lion. So what they do is they actually call lions kichwa on the radio in Kenya, which means head, because normally you just see the head sticking out the grass. And leopard they call doa doa ju, and cheetah they call doa doa achini. Spot spot in a tree and spot spot on the ground. I've forgotten what they call rhinos. They call them something strange as well. Ooh, that one's got quite deep. Doa doa ju. That is what we're looking for now. Doa doa ju. Spot spot in a tree. Hello, Kim. Sparrow, I don't think it'll be able to grow in Canada. You might be able to Chile for Gloriosa superba. That is its scientific name. I love it. Gloriosa superba. Now, further north in Africa, they actually become red. It's the same species. Our ones down here are yellow. But I mean, even in Pafuri, in the top end of Kruger, they're red as well. You see something, Brian? I know, Ellie. I know, I can't believe we haven't found an Ellie. I don't know how easy it is to recycle batteries, lithium batteries. I would have to ask VM. Here's our battery expert. I'm very well, thank you, Kim. How are you? We're looking for Pixie Pan's new cub. It's about 6 months old. Been hanging about in this area. Morris saw it here this morning. Mix-a-Lot Bucket is wonderfully fat the last time I saw her. She had just finished eating a zebra. Hopefully soon. Mars, Yuka should be coming back soon. We're just waiting for another piece of paper for her work permit. So we can get her a 5-year work permit. Much easier. I'm not sure if I'm growing my hair out. I just haven't managed to get to the barber because he's had COVID. So the barber has been closed. Yeah, kitty, 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 kitty. Thank you, Edie. Come on, Brian, spot a leopard. Or an elephant. Or even a canoe. Thanks, Black Widow Spider. Magnificent time of the day. Just love it. I just love it. Long-tailed shrike calling. If I was a leopard, this is the area I would stay in, Brian. In these nice big scotias to sleep in. The quietest it's been on Game Drive for a while. Did you have Ellie's this morning? What was it? Oh, here we go. Let's see. What? Uh-huh. Yeah, this is it. Where's the leopard? This is ideal leopard country. Oh, the grass is just so high at the moment. Well, who knows? Hopefully the lions will come in tonight to spend the weekend with us. actually perfect temperature now, wouldn't you say, Brian?
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. Not too hot, not too cold. I don't think, we don't have a party planned for tonight, unfortunately. Because we've got to be up early to be on drive tomorrow morning. Maybe Matt's cooking us dinner. Oh, hello, European roller. Not that many of them around this year. There's a few, but the Europeans, not that many. Kim, those baboons are a little bit far for me to sort out. The Olifants River is about 40 kilometers to the north of us. Oh, no, watch! Has he got a split ear? It looks like he's got a hole in his ear. Huh? Hello, no watch. Yes, he's got a rip ear. Got a big rip in his one ear. Looks like he's got 3 ears. Ellie Gal, can you sum up how I think the last 3 years have gone? 24 hours? It's been, I don't know actually. It's been crazy. I mean, it's hard to think that 3 years ago it was just them and myself, and now there's 11 people? There's Charles, Vim, me, Brian, Matthew, Kaya, Yuka, Keshni, Lucy, Worm, Eric, CS. We do get honey guides here, mostly the greater honey guide, the one who says, Victor, Victor. That's what this call says. Who is the best cook in the house? Well, we all know who the best cook is, Brian.
Yeah, me.
The best cook is the one who cooks, because it means the rest of us don't have to. So cool watching him graze away. You can hear some hyenas calling in the distance. Michaela, it's ripped his ear. Yeah, shame. Probably a thorn or a branch. Hazel, we've had quite a few swifts and swallows. I haven't really noticed the lack of them. Now, if we look at that hair around his eye, you can see how light it is. Obviously, that's to help collect ambient night at light. I'm not sure what happened to the rabbit's ears. It got ripped by a thorn or a branch or possibly even a predator. Munch, 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 munch. They are very cute. See how big his eye is as well. His ears are always on the move, listening out for potential danger. Hey, Scrubby, we gotta. Come on, out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. Doesn't want to get out of the road. Where do you go? Left, right? Oh yeah, well, give him some space. There you go, off the road, well done. What a lovely evening. Now, where are the kitty cats hiding? I think, should we take everyone home with us, Brian? Yeah, we might as well, huh? Yeah, let's take everyone home with us. Kevin, we are planning to start doing a bit more filming on Leadwood in the next little while on reed spreads. That's everything, it's all dependent on what other work is happening at the time. Eventually we would like to have enough to have two teams, one Bryden's team, one reed spread team. Oh, that lovely sky. Oh, Angie, what is the strangest animal or insect I've ever seen? Brush-tailed porcupine's a pretty strange mammal. Oh no, a slow loris. Or a Lord Derby's alamura. It's like a flying squirrel thing in the rainforests. Africa sky, no. I don't think my dad would want a whole bunch of smelly cameramen and presenters staying at his house. We actually would like to build our own camp out that side eventually. Oh. Change your plans, Brian. Change your plans. What could we be rushing for? What? I don't know what's for dinner tonight. Matt, are you making us dinner tonight? Is Matt making dinner? Oh, we're doing pizza night. Kaya is doing pizza night because he's lazy. Because it means he doesn't have to cook. Because it basically means he's just got to grate some cheese and cut up some toppings and we make our own pizzas. We see African wildcats quite regularly on pridelands. And I've seen serval once on pridelands. I haven't seen caracal yet. What did Matt make last night? Did Matt cook last night? You guys been surviving without me. Obviously building a safari or a filming camp or whatnot is quite expensive, so we need to get some ducks in a row and some more income before we can think about building our own camp just yet. But we have got the initial permissions and whatnot and to build a camp down in the southwest of Blowbank. Cookie. I don't cook much, but I make fabulous reservations. Oh, such a pretty sky. Actually, we haven't had a taco night for a while. When we had our friends from Miami with us, we did taco nights. Whoa, that's got deep. Jeez, I didn't expect it to go that deep. I thought there were supposed to be elephants here. I don't see any. You see any elephants, Brian? How long ago was that? 3 minutes ago. They couldn't have disappeared in the 3 minutes it took us to get here. It was 4 minutes ago they put that message that there was a breeding herd of elephants at Indlovu Dam. Are they on the other side? Going away?
Yeah, on the other side.
Oh, you no. Okay, let me just stop. Oh no. Oh no, Brian. We have a flat tire. Bye, elephants. We have a very flat tire, Brian. It is the old tire there. Oh. A buffalo. Listen to the frogs as well. It is the right rear, Cookie. How did you know that? Because he's just been pumping it, not changing it. Kaya, when I get home, you're in cuck. You must just, yours, I go away for a few days, and the guys must, Kaya. If there's a slow puncture, you take it off. That's why we have so many spare tires. That's okay. It's our birthday. Okay, guys, I think it's time to love you and leave you while I change the tire and head home to go have a serious word with Mr. First name Kaya, surname Shaw, about pumping a tire instead of taking it off. Because what happens is, I think the valves popped out completely. Yeah, but it's been absolutely wonderful having you on our live birthday safari. I know I'll be seeing quite a few of you guys in the morning for live drive. But yeah, time to love you and leave you. And a big thank you to all the pack members, everyone who's joined, all our supporters. It's been an incredible ride over 3 years, and we're only going to go from strength to strength with you over the next 3. Bye.